Hi, I'm Mike, and this is Emily, and we have 3 kids. Henry, who's 5, Sam, who's 2.5, and Izzy, who's 7 months. Henry and Sam are at the ELC here at TBA, and Izzy will be here a year from now. We were asked to speak here tonight because we've had a meaningful journey with our oldest child, Henry. We'll go through the first 5 years of Henry's story and what that journey has meant to our family. Henry was assigned male at birth and was not an easily comforted baby, one who often seemed to need something we weren't providing. Henry was a curious and intelligent toddler, but the terrible twos were kind of terrible, with lots of crying, whining, and frustration. Maybe Henry wasn't totally comfortable and wasn't able to express why. Around 3, Henry started to get a better sense of how to handle the world and stopped having as many tantrums. When Henry was 3.5 years old, she asked us if she could be a princess for quorum at her day camp. We said sure. We asked a friend to borrow a skirt and a crown, since we had no princess dress-up clothes, and called her a princess. After that dress-up time, Henry asked to wear a dress like the other girls she sees at school and camp. We said sure. So we marched over to Old Navy and got what became to us the famous yellow dress. She wore that yellow dress at home all the time, over her boy clothes.
A few months later, Henry said, "I want to wear my dress to school." We said sure, but wondered what this might mean. So we put the dress on over her clothes and went to school. We'll never forget in the elevator, heading down to the classrooms, when Henry froze and said, "Mommy, I don't want to wear my dress today." So we took it off and she went to school. The next day, she found it within herself to wear her yellow dress to school, and since then, she's worn a dress every day of her life. The first day she wore the yellow dress to school, we were nervous. What would everyone think? We had a feeling this wouldn't faze the kids, but we were worried about the other parents. We would look at each other and shrug and say, "Is this okay?" There were many mornings of small talk with other parents when we felt the conversation was a little awkward. There were moments of subtle discomfort. At this point, Henry would say to us, "I want to wear a dress because I feel like a girl inside." But it was hard to tell other parents how she felt, and we were worried about their reactions. We skirted around gender by no longer referring to Henry as a boy. We called her our kid, not boy or girl. And we lived a few months in land of neutrality. Many people would ask us if we thought this was long-term, as if we know what the future will hold. We still don't. We're just listening to Henry today. Henry was insistent on wearing the yellow dress every single day for more than a month. We would have to wash it overnight so she could wear it the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Finally, we said if this is how she wants to dress, we better go shopping. We've been through many phases of dresses. Sometimes they had to be twirly, at times they had to have pockets. Then we found dresses with her interests, like a fire truck dress, an airplane dress, a train dress. Now she has a birthday party dress, a Shabbat dress, holiday dresses, and many dresses with rainbows and unicorns. Her eyes light up at the sight of a new, beautiful, and colorful dress. Her eyes light up at many things. Many in this room have seen her shine at the sight of a beautiful bead, or gem, or stone, or flower. She recently said to me, "Mom, I can't wait for spring so we can smell the beautiful flowers in the garden at school." Her eyes also light up when we tell her we're going on a train, or a bus, or an airplane. She can watch trains go by for hours. She can build and play with trains, blocks, magnet tiles for hours. She likes watching Frozen 2, and Shimmer and Shine, Blaze the Monster Truck, and Daniel Tiger. She's not limited to stereotypical boy or girl interests. Just after Henry turned 4, a friend came to the house and greeted Henry and Sam by saying, "Hello, boys." And this was the first time Henry said to someone else, "I'm not a boy, I'm a girl." Since that time, she's corrected many strangers and friendly faces alike. This was the moment we were waiting for. It had been difficult for us to make statements about Henry's gender because she was still so young and we weren't sure what this all meant. When she said to another adult, definitively, "I am a girl," that gave us what we needed to follow her lead. I'll never forget the time when I read the book, Jacob's Dresses, to her, and she strongly told me, "That's not me because he's a boy and I'm a girl who wears dresses." The biggest moment in this journey for us was our nephew's bar mitzvah. We wondered what Henry would wear to this formal event. After all, she had been wearing a dress every day for almost 6 months. We could make her wear a really cute suit for one day, but why? Dresses are what she was comfortable in, and surely she would love to wear a sparkly party dress. After a few months of uncertainty, we got 2 dresses for her to wear to the temple and to the party at night. It was so wonderful to see her be herself at the bar mitzvah, completely happy and comfortable. There was some skepticism, but ultimately we knew that this was the only way to handle the situation, and everyone else came to understand that this was the right decision. This was a huge moment in our family, because she was able to show off her true self in front of our extended family and friends. It felt like a true coming out moment for Henry and especially for us. For a while, Henry demanded to get dressed before she left the room in the morning. We'd say, "Don't you want to lounge on the couch in your PJs?" She could not be awake for more than 1 second without wearing a dress, because that so thoroughly defines who she is. Around when she turned 5, we told her that some girls wear dresses to bed. Her eyes lit up. "They do?" she said. Now she casually makes it downstairs in her pajamas and bed dress, and in no rush to put on her clothes for the day. We started swim lessons when Henry was around 6 months old. She was not a fan of the water, but we figured she would get over her fear with time. We tried again at age 1 and 2 and 3, and she continued to hate swimming. She had always worn a one-piece rash guard swimsuit. When she was 4 and a half, Henry turned to us and said, "I want a skirt bathing suit." Of course you do, we thought. We searched on Amazon for a skirt bathing suit and bought one. We showed it to her and her eyes lit up. We put it on and in the pool she went, having a blast. 4 years of swimming fear out the window.
This is just the beginning of Henry and our family's story. We have learned and grown a lot over the last 2 years. The most important thing for us has been loving and affirming Henry, which has provided Henry comfort and security and helped her grow into the kind, caring, relaxed, and easier to please kind of person she is today. It also helped the 2 of us grow as individuals and as better partners for each other and better parents for our children. One thing we are so grateful for is that we have been partners the whole time, on the same page, supportive with unconditional love. Because isn't that what we should all show our kids? Of course, Emily and I had moments asking ourselves, is this okay? Are we doing the right thing? As new parents, we don't know how to handle everything. It really helped having a supportive school. All of the staff here took cues from Henry and stopped using gendered pronouns, terms like boys and girls, and separating groups by gender. This hasn't been an easy journey, and we are extremely lucky to live in a progressive, liberal, accepting area. We can't imagine what this must be like for families in other areas of the country and the world. Her name has brought up many emotions for us, as you can imagine, feeling like maybe it doesn't fit her. We gave her a very masculine name, one that's not gender neutral. And for that, at times, we have felt guilt and sadness. But when we talk to Henry about her name, she tells us she loves her name. After all, she can spell it and she can write it herself. She's aware that more boys have the name Henry than girls do, but she doesn't seem to care. We tell her she's the coolest girl Henry we know. Once Henry started regularly saying she's a girl, we did what felt right to us and affirmed her. At first we wrote affirmed her feelings, but then we erased the word feeling. Because our sense of self is not always a feeling, it's just a being. Henry used to say, "I feel like a girl." And I recently heard her say to her cousin, "I am a girl, a regular one." Another time she came home from school and was so excited because her friend affirmed her and told Henry that she's a girl. We affirm Henry because we believe her, and new research has a simple message. When transgender children get support affirming their gender identities, their mental health difficulties go down. When they don't get that support, those difficulties go up. Of course, we felt judged and questioned by our loving acceptance. It's challenging when the loving acceptance of a parent can be perceived as a strange response, especially when our kid is a happier, more content, and secure child who is not pretending to be someone she's not. We could not be more proud of Henry, and we have so much pride for the LGBTQ community. We have learned so much over these last 2 years, opened our minds to new experiences, and met amazing people with incredible stories. And we're here tonight to share in that conversation with all of you.